welcome back to Academy Animal Hospital. I'm Dr. Michelle Cahill. And this week I thought we would talk about the signs of pain in dogs. You know, the last couple of weeks we've talked about the kitties when they're in pain. So a lot of times I have owners come in and they tell me, well, I don't think my dog's in pain, they're not crying out. And contrary to what a lot of people think, dogs when they're in pain don't cry out very often, if ever. So that's kind of like a myth. Just doesn't really happen very often. But some of the other signs of pain that we have in dogs, especially if their lower back hurts, or their hips or their knees hurt, or they'll have a lot of difficulty getting up from when they're laying down. They'll pull themselves up with their shoulders instead of pushing off with their back legs. Or if one of their legs hurts, they just don't use it, or they'll limp noticeably, and that really is a sign of pain. And also if their lower back hurts, they're very restless at night, especially like when they're trying to settle down and go to sleep. They'll just get up and move around. They're just very, very restless. Also, some dogs will tremble or just kind of shake even when you know they're not cold, you know they're not scared, nothing's going on, and they're just sitting there shaking and trembling, and that's definitely a sign of a pain. And that's also something I look for when I'm examining a dog. If I'm working my way down their back or their leg or whatever, and I hit a sore spot, they'll immediately just start shaking and trembling, and that's something I look for. You know, some other things, maybe their appetite will be a little off, or they're getting grumpy with either you, the owner, or with the housemate, and they've never been grumpy before. Now, the only time I've really found that dogs will cry out with pain is if the little dogs, if their back hurts and the owners pick them up, sometimes those dogs will cry out in pain. But that doesn't always happen, but it can. And that's about the only time I really have dogs cry out in pain. So the other signs are just more subtle than that. So again, I love these charts when you go into the doctor's office. I would love it if the dogs could just, tell me, yes, it hurts, but they just can't. So we just have to really watch them and pick up on those things. So once again, thanks for joining us here in Academy Animal Hospital. We will see you back next week.